Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Marlon Elias and this is...
I'm Jonathan, aka Jonny Skywatcher.
And today we're going to be reviewing the movie All My Life. We wanted to watch it in the movie theaters because it came out around January, but because of the pandemic the movie theaters are closed. And then the other day I was working out and I checked on YouTube and it's available for rent, so I watch it. And now we're going to give you guys our spoiler review just to let you know how we feel about the movie basically, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. Don't forget to give it a like, a share, and subscribe, and don't forget to support me in my GoFundMe campaign, and please be kind in the comment section. And for those of you who don't know what movie we're talking about, we're gonna show you a trailer so you can understand what movie we're talking about. Okay, we're reviewing for today.
The average person lives 27,375 days. That's all we get if we're lucky.
We just wanted to come over and say hi. That first night we were standing at your door. I am usually very witty and charming.
Bring it.
All right.
Ooh,
Did you think
that's worse. That was
bad. I can't.
completely worse than the.
How about this?
Nope, abort. This is a horrible idea for a date.
Oh, so this is a date?
No.
Move in with me.
I will kick you out if you suck to live with.
Jen, you're mad.
I know, right?
I would serve this in my restaurant.
Chop, chop, chef.
All right, order up! I didn't know how much I could love, actually love, till I met you. And I've never wanted anything more than for you to be my wife.
This is all I want on my wedding day.
Saul?
Hey, if we get bad news, we should get a dog.
Don't say that. We're getting good news.
He's ours. They found cancer, and it spread. We don't have much time left. Maybe we skip all of it.
The wedding?
Just feels like a lot right now.
We knew that this was going to be hard. I am in this with you.
I can't do this to you.
You don't get to choose when I tap out.
Do I get to choose?
Not alone. Not anymore.
This is going to be the happiest day of our lives.
Thank you for showing me what living is, what home is. You make me feel like I can do anything. We can do anything.
It's a 1 in 5 chance that I don't see next year.
4 out of 5 you do.
Every morning I wake up and I choose you. I choose us.
All my life, all my life. So what do you think of the movie?
Well, I would say if you've seen the trailer, you basically just seen the movie, because that was the movie in a short form. And spoiler alert, he dies. That's the only thing the trailer doesn't tell you. But that's basically, they took the movie and then they just condensed it into what is it, a 2.5 minute trailer, and that's the movie. If that kind of story does it for you, that's the movie you're getting.
Well, basically this movie is based out of a real story of an actual couple, basically. And one of the reasons why I want to watch this I want to watch this movie, even though it's cheesy for some people, it's nice to see an Asian guy, because I'm a little biased about this movie. I want to see an Asian guy doing a romantic leading role, and they finally give this a chance, basically. Okay, let's watch it and give support to Asian guys doing movies like these, leading roles. That's why. And from what I understand, majority of the actors in this movie are Broadway stars. They perform in Broadway. Because there's this character like well, there's this lady Keala. Basically, she used to perform for Les Mis, and when I see that, and then I know the main Asian guy, he performed on Broadway shows as well. That's why. Because they made like this scene like where they're singing and like dancing and all of that, and they sing really well, and like, oh yeah, I remember they're Broadway stars. So what else do you think about the movie?
I remember watching it. I looked up some of the real life story, and I actually found that more interesting than the movie, to be honest. A lot of it was very cliche, and it seemed like they took, at the heart of the movie is that sort of story of the couple, and then he gets diagnosed with cancer, and then they decide to go ahead with the wedding anyway, and they raise money for it. And then it seems like there's certain elements that the writers put in because they needed more to happen in the movie. They seem to almost put a lackluster attempt at trying to flesh out these other characters that ultimately don't matter at all. And they seem to be only there to represent certain things around the kind of things that happen to people. What comes to mind is one of the best friends of the guy is sort of drops off like in the middle of the movie after he gets cancer, because he sort of has a post-traumatic stress, sort of a PTSD about the whole cancer thing, because he had a father or grandfather, I don't remember which, who I think had cancer, because he said he didn't like hospitals because of that, and so he sort of just drops off the earth, and that seems to be not necessarily really based off a real person or the part of the real story. I don't know for sure, but it seems more based on the idea of like, oh, someone with cancer might have, the kind of thing where they heard a story of someone who had cancer who had a friend who kind of, once they got cancer, they dropped off the face of the earth because they couldn't deal with the idea of their friend passing away.
Well, like this movie reminded me of like a lot of Filipino movies I watch, like storyline and everything, like the level of drama, the level of like humor, like everything basically. So I enjoy it in a way, and it's, yeah, like I said earlier, like it's nice to see like an Asian guy doing lead roles like this. Hopefully Hollywood can do more movies like this, not just romantic comedy, but like movies in general where Asian guys are like, portrayed as, a leading role or something like that, the romantic interest, not just the stereotypical like Asian guy, you know what I'm saying, like Asian guy who's undesirable or something like that. And basically they're just there to say, oh, it's diverse now, we check the diversity box or something. That's why, and I enjoy it. Like it's worth paying for it, like it's worth renting it on YouTube. It's available on YouTube, just to let you guys know. And it's nice, it's not just for like let's just say for couples or anything like that. It's a good like family movie as well, and it's based out of like real life situation and real story basically. So what else do you think about it? Would you recommend it to like any of your friends? Because I would.
Personally, no. It's not the kind of movie I am usually interested in. And I mean, it's not even really like a romantic comedy. It's like the core idea of the movie I get, and it is not necessarily bad, but I find the execution to be somewhat mediocre, and it is definitely, I would say, I don't know, I would say this is more of like a Netflix movie or something that you're not paying extra for, is what I would recommend. I don't know if this is going to eventually go to a streaming service. I imagine it will eventually. That's where I see the better home for this kind of thing, rather than having to specifically have to pay money to see this.
That's why. What else do you think about it?
I don't think I have anything else to say. It's just very, very mediocre. Sort of this, especially everything to do with them falling in love, and like before the cancer storyline really kicks in, it's a lot of filler in a way. Like the whole love story, like you already know, if you've seen the trailer for this, you already know that's not where the story is starting. That's not the inciting action. That's not what this story is really about. And so everything to have to do with the love story for me fell pretty flat. It just did not interest me at all. From the meet cute to the everything was sort of cliche. It seemed like they kind of, from what I've read, it didn't even seem like they based it off that much on the real couple, because they were Canadian and from Canada. And even in the article I read described a scene of where he went to her house in the middle of a snowstorm, and obviously you're not going to see anything like this in this movie. And then just that description of that scene seemed much more imaginative and interesting than anything I saw in this movie.
So what do you think of the casting?
The casting, I don't know. I don't think I know most of the actors. This is a smaller budget film, to be sure. I think it was an indie film, because I don't think this was done by a major studio. The only actor I recognized was the lead actor who was in Glee back when that was on.
He's on Crazy Rich Asians as well.
Dancer.
He's on Crazy Rich Asians as well. Remember? Like he's the guy. Basically, he's on the end of the movie.
Oh yeah, he was in the very end
with Gemma Chan.
I guess that means he'll be in the sequel, which I'm assuming they're making.
Well, I'm gonna watch Crazy Rich Asians after that. But yeah, it's nice to see. Like that's the only reason why I watch this. Like I said, I'm being a little biased because, as you can see, I'm Asian as well. Like I want to see, something different, like an Asian guy doing lead roles like this. That's all. Like the story itself is like nothing major, like like a typical Filipino movie, or like, not gonna say like typical like love story and all of that. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this spoiler review, and don't forget to give this video a like, a share, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel.
It's Jonny Skywatcher, and you can also follow me on Twitter at jskywatcher.
And don't forget to support me in my GoFundMe campaign down in the description below. And please be kind in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in my future videos.